Now, I
Okay.
just want to get an understanding. So who are the borrowers? Who's the typical
Okay.
profile of the borrowers?
So there are two levels, and I'm going to go back to the mind body example and the yoga studio example. So at one level in our model, you have the yoga studio. Let's just call them the SME, small business, small medium size enterprise. Although there are different definitions of that. Then there's um, the digital platform, or we call them in our model an operating partner. They're operating this thing. And so those are the two levels that are utilizing the capital. So the end borrower in what we do could be a an Uber driver who's looking for a new vehicle to use to increase his business and boost his incomes. It could be a merchant who needs to increase her inventory. We have a little video where we show, but we have a tailor that took a digital loan so that he could buy more sewing machines and cloth, and basically tripled his revenues. But you also have a woman in the video who is riding a electric motorcycle, and she pays for it as she goes. But she's a school teacher during the morning, and then she drives people for as motorcycle taxi in the afternoon. So everybody who's been to Africa knows that what East Africa is called boda bodas. That's how everyone gets around. It's kind of the main form of transport, motorcycles. And they take these motorcycles. So she's now a motorcycle taxi rider because of the ability to take on this motorcycle without incurring massive debt.
Okay, I was just gonna say, like the first series, they lend to a lot of people who are similar to this. So, people
Yes.
who, for example, are starting a motorcycle uh business, and people who are mostly females who are head of their household and who are just like literally growing bananas or growing food at the backyard and they sell it at the local market and things like that. And people who need to buy need like $30 to buy like gas to put in their vehicle so they can go about their daily business and things like that. So it's okay. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
similar to that, but we focus very much just on these kind of digital slash embedded finance. So, you're providing a motorcycle that you can track that is paid for with mobile money. We'll do that, right? We can't do everything, right? Because in our model, you have to be able to track it through data, and you have to be able to collect it through mobile money.
Hold on. Then my question is, are you lending directly to the borrowers or you don't know the borrowers? You're lending to
No,
them. Oh,
we're
okay.
we're
You're lending.
providing online capital to the company that is providing the motorcycle. We call them operating partners,
Hmm.
or um, the financing platform that is providing both the inventory and the financing of the inventory. So
Who
I'll give
can
you the other
see this
example.
data?
So yeah, it's a company that does logistics and basically is a consolidator for FMCG, fast moving consumer goods. And so they provide this POS system. So they will provide the inventory as a loan. They're not actually giving money, they're just giving the inventory and tracking the sale of that merchandise through their POS systems. And that's how they provide, if you will, embedded finance to their customers.
And
So
they
we work
get
with those
capital,
companies,
and they get capital from you guys.
and they get capital from us and others. What we
Right.
are is a syndication platform. So we basically capture and monitor and risk score all this stuff so that larger investors can now put their money into these embedded finance companies.
So you provide capital to those technology companies who then
Service the MSMEs, the
service.
micro and small. Yes,
That's
that's
right.
right.
Service those micro enterprises either by
And that's how we
inventory or
scale.
something else, which is what you call productive
Active
assets.
assets.
So you
Yeah.
actually don't directly finance the productive assets yourself. You actually, okay, now I get it. I get it. You provide a capital to the companies who provide the productive assets so you can scale very quickly. You
Yes.
get all the data too. Okay.
And then let me just actually let me um, change the way you said it just
Sure.
a tiny bit, and this
Yeah.
is slicing hairs, but we provide the capital, but we also, more importantly, take their information and syndicate other capital providers to those companies. So the idea here is that yes, we employ some of our own capital, but more importantly, we make their metrics and their performance and the ability to monitor their performance more transparent to larger investors. So now they can invest in those embedded finance companies. Oh, and by the way, we also, and this is the key to what we are saying before, we also aggregate their data streams and those companies so that you can have a bigger, more diversified portfolio, which is very important in places like Africa.
So you're a bit like me, where you guys lend your money first just to provide real number
De-risking.
comparison and de-risking for all the investors after you, right?
Yes.
So that's yeah, that's okay. So you're like a pioneer, pioneer investor up front. Okay, okay, okay. So interesting,
Yes.
very interesting. Okay. Now I understand why you cannot really sum that up in one sentence because there are
Huh.
layers. There are layers. I'm trying to make it as easy for my audience as possible. So that's why I'm asking all these questions so that average person from my audience can understand it.
Yeah.
Usually, if it's a traditional model, one sentence is what I need them to say. But now I understand like it's
Yeah.
so many layers in this new model. Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, if I use the one liner that I use for what we do, most people are like, I don't understand what you're doing.
Right.
That line one liner is usually we're a digital intermediary for embedded finance infrastructure
Right.
serving small businesses.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think I don't think average
Yeah,
public would actually understand that.
yeah, yeah. Exactly, exactly. And you once you explain it, you go, oh, I get it now. But
Yeah,
it takes a little bit of explaining.
absolutely, absolutely. Okay.